That man can read his ass off, Heather B.
Listen, reading is fundamental.
There ain't no ebonics right there, man.
No, baby.
The enunciation was perfected.
Oh, boy.
My gosh, you can see the pacing was good. Holding up that piece of paper.
Bro.
Come on, man.
Hold it up.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised, man. This is, man, listen, I'm not surprised. This guy is multifaceted, multi-talented.
Hey.
There's many layers to what he brings to the universe, HB. Come on, this man has been coming up here for... You've been coming up here supporting us since 2011, Kel.
Facts.
Y'all family, man.
Man, Kel, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
God did.
God did.
There you go.
You feel me?
Kel, thank you, man.
Thank you, for what y'all do, man. Providing
thank you.
every morning, getting everybody in good spirits. Yeah, man.
Come on, man. I said that, when I said that, it really sunk in.
Yeah.
We started here in 2011.
Word?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And so for 11 years, you've been supporting us.
Yes.
Thank you, brother. I was on tour when I came up here.
Right.
I was on tour. I was getting that money for my wedding.
That's what
2012,
right.
I got married right after that.
Really?
Yeah.
Congratulations. 10 years you've been married?
Yeah, we're going on 11 now.
11.
We're going on 11, just like y'all. We're going on 11.
That's 11 years.
Yeah, we're going on 11.
Oh, my
Wow,
gosh.
congratulations.
Yeah, shout out to my baby. Hey, Asia.
Yeah, I like that shout out. He's smart. He's smart.
He's scared, Heather. He's scared.
No, because in this industry, like, I used to hear people say, oh my gosh, like, it's so hard to be married and be in the entertainment industry.
Yeah.
But definitely once you pass that double-digit mark, it's like, yo, we got it. We found our rhythm. Because there's a rhythm to a relationship. And now, you see, they know how to dance with no music. They got it.
What that
It's
mean?
a rhythm.
It's a rhythm.
And I love her soundtrack. It sounds
Oh,
good.
damn, that's sound like some
bars.
couple conversation.
It
Like
is, but it
us
is.
single dudes are like, what does that mean?
So, well, the marriage, let's be real for a second.
Let's
Let's
go.
tap in.
Yeah,
So
come on.
when you really step into marriage, it's a spiritual union.
Yeah.
You're asking God, two shall become one, and you're asking for his covering. So when you're tapped into that, you don't need music. Like, literally, God is your music. So you can complete each other's thoughts. You can finish each other's sentences. You cover each other when that person is not even around.
My dad break it down like this. It's like a puzzle piece. Like I found my puzzle piece.
You found your
yeah,
puzzle piece.
You know what I mean? And you're connected in such a beautiful way. And when that happens, it's just like it's awesome. You know what I mean?
Yeah. God bless her, because your puzzle, your life has been like a jigsaw puzzle. Might be a little hard to find that one, right? So 11, man.
And I'm so happy I found her. He finds a wife, finds a good thing. And so for me, it's just awesome. That's my teammate in life, my journey. We won. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's cool. So I'm celebrating with y'all and celebrating with her because this comes up in January. So I'm already getting ready for it. Our anniversary.
We was there.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Get married, Sway. Hurry up.
Let's go, Sway.
Man, I got so real.
Sway shook a little bit.
You saw that? Oh, shit. Damn, man. Heather been telling me that for quite some time.
Yeah, because he that findeth the wife findeth a good thing.
Yeah, findeth the wife.
And then you'll be out of my house.
That's what it is.
Yeah, okay. He comes every week.
Hey, Kel, Torch and DB are off in New York. Say hello to Torch and DB.
What's up, Torch and DB? What's up, fam? Yeah.
Yep. Hey, DB, you got a question for Kel? I know you get excited whenever he comes up here.
Yeah. So, Kel, we were talking earlier about just sort of like the ritual for kids growing up in the 90s. Watching Nickelodeon at one point was like pretty much, if you could get on Nickelodeon and get a starring role on any Nickelodeon show, I mean, whether you're watching Hey Dude, Salute Your Shorts, you can't do that on television. You know what I mean? So to be on Nickelodeon was such a huge deal to a certain demographic of kids that were watching these shows. So when we talk about the Denzels, the Sidney Poitiers, the Oprah Winfreys, the Ava DuVernays, and all these people who opened doors and were representing on the big screen and behind the scenes on like bigger platforms, do you feel like Kenan and Kel should also be mentioned as like representing just for, the younger audiences?
Wow. That's beautiful, man. That's not my call. I know what I've done in my journey, and you named some amazing names. But I'm always, I always say be humble and have grace. You know what I mean? So I let other people say it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And other people speak on it. You know what I mean? So when I hear the fans say that, it feels good, and it's just it's confirmation, you know, for us, for me and Kenan. You know, we're always we recently talked about that, like we're in tears a lot of times. You know what I mean? When we talk on the phone, because we know like we were literally like, you know, tweens when we got started, and for people to still be excited and have these memories, you know, with the things that we're doing. I mean, when we announced that, well, I mean, y'all already know what's going on already. When we announced Good Burger 2, how people were just like, you know, crying and excited and hitting us up about it, and all these years to be still relevant, and the actors that have started acting because of things that they saw that we did, you know, and working with us. It's a beautiful thing, man. Yeah.
And they're excited to see y'all back together.
Yeah.
For sure.
You know, like I feel like we all kind of got excited. 25-year anniversary of Good Burger, man. Y'all better give a big round of applause. Come on. 25th anniversary. But we were just having this conversation because Kel started when he was 2, so it just looks like he still look the same.
Yeah.
Dude does not change, right?
Thank you, man.
But we were having this conversation about an artist, a younger artist that called out a classic artist, Jay-Z, and it's interesting that in that 25 years journey that you've had, how much information you've acquired that others will never be able to. Entertainment is like the NFL or NBA. You know, you see a lot of people, you think you see a lot of people there, but you have no idea how many people didn't make it, right? And when you do get in there, there's an average time lifespan. Right? You know, most we had Viola Davis came up here and talked about entertainers. How many what percentage of actors make over $50,000 a year? She said like 2%.
I think she said somewhere between 2 and 5%.
So it's 25 years in now, 25th anniversary of Good Burger. You got all these projects coming up.
Yes, sir.
How are you approaching this now differently, not just as the person in front of the camera, but also the person behind the camera with the business?
Man, it's a beautiful thing to you know, see things through God's eyes, to see what has happened in this journey, you know, over being, you know, super young and seeing people come out of this business, give up on its business, you know, all the kind of things that happen within it. But for me, it's not about the business. It's about the uplifting.
Okay.
To let others know you can do this too.
Okay.
And I want them to see my consistency. I want them to see my actions. I want them to see how I clear my mind to be able to get on these stages. And when I go to, when I work and when I'm on set, I'm like a sponge. Like, I like to look at the legendary actors. I got a chance to work with Loretta Devine.
Oh.
Wow.
And for this, you know, my new film, all I did.
Her,
Yes,
Oh,
here, come
Loretta
on.
Devine.
Loretta
Loretta
Devine.
Devine.
Yeah,
And when they told me, I was like, yo, what? Loretta Devine's in this movie? And, you know, I'm looking at the script. I'm like, they're like, yeah, I got a scene, just me and Loretta, just acting back and forth, me and Loretta. And I'm in awe the whole time. And I told my mom, I was literally like in the scene, and my character's supposed to be like uplifting her in the scene. But in the scene, Kel in the inside was screaming. Like, I was just like, yo, look at this journey. Like, I'm sitting here, you know, working with Loretta Devine, legendary, and I kept calling her legend every time they would say cut. She said, Kel, you got to stop calling me a legend. That makes me feel old. And I'm like, no, you shouldn't feel old. It's just you're a legend to me. It's legendary. You know what I mean? And I watched how she moved and how she spoke to people and things. And it's like, it's a team effort. Yeah. You know what I mean? And with everything. And I just feel like it's an uplifting. She uplifted me through her work. And then now me being able to work with her. And I just think that's just awesome. When we tell these stories on set, it's something that was given to us by, you know, God and Divine, this character that we write and all this stuff, and tell stories to touch people's hearts. Yeah. You know, when you watch a movie, you touch someone's heart. You touch them, yeah. Yeah, so that's the point. It's the story. What are we telling? What's the story? In our career and in our real life, what are we telling?
What are we telling? What's the story we're telling? So when you say it's not about the business, that's not to say you're not dotting your I's and crossing your T's.
Come on now.
Right? You know what I mean?
Like, I'm saying it's discernment. And understanding of, you know, I'm always saying, like, gaining the knowledge and never feeling like, oh, I got it all together. I know what's going on. And when I sit down with my team, I sit down with my attorneys and all these different things, we're like really, like putting it all together. Like, what are the steps? Before, I just kind of was like, yo, I got this talent and I'm going to do what I do with this talent. But now it's this longevity that I'm looking at and I'm going, man, God, I'm still here. This longevity is for a reason, and I've talked to other actors about that, and it's really like you have to look at the journey and what you're putting out there through the things that you decide to do within your career.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's important that you look at the characters. It's important that you look at the story. It's important that you look at what you're putting out there. And for me, that's what I'm all about. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
We follow each other on social media.
Yeah.
I love it. I
Was
love
that
your
a
life.
stunt? Was
no,
that a showing off?
no,
that y'all
because
friends?
we're not friends. Social media doesn't make people friends.
But I remember last
You
time he
just-
came here, he was talking about how he liked your IG.
The gram.
No, because I go on. People know I go on social media to cook. Like I'm just there hanging out,
look good too.
cooking. Thank
Good
you.
cooking.
But I watch you with your family, and I
Yeah.
think it's beautiful, and your faith and everything like that. And now listening to you, I always felt like you've been very selective about what you choose to do, and probably because you have kids and different things like that. But with your level of talent, like just say if 50 Cent called you to do Power, would you like switch over and just grab the hammer and just start blasting and F you? Would you go into a role like that as well?
Before you answer that,
Yeah.
we'll come back. We're going to
Okay.
go to
Oh,
song.
wow. Okay. Why you gonna leave us hanging?
Well, I do this, all right? 888-742-3345. Yeah, man, we got the iconic one with us at the beat.
Yeah.
I told him that years ago when he came by the show. I told him he was iconic. He didn't believe me, I don't think. Now we celebrating 25th anniversaries.
Ow.
Come on, 25th anniversaries. The clip I played earlier was from Prank Day,
Yeah.
which is a incredible project that you're working on.
Thank you.
That you done. Talk about that, man.
Man,
I'm coming back to your question. I'm sorry.
She's like, wait a minute.
Cliffhanger and
Yeah,
then
I'm-
going to something else. Go ahead.
I'm
my
excited
bad.
about Prank Day. This is an awesome book for tweens. I had an idea where what if there was a kid that does pranks on April Fool's Day, but then the next day all the pranks come true. So now there's running refrigerators through the neighborhood. There's clowns coming out of toilets. It's all kind of stuff going on. And he has to figure out why. And so I take you on this journey. I grew up like watching like Back to the Future and stories like that where it's a race against time. And I wanted to do a action-packed kid story. And it's been awesome. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The book is awesome. My character Chase that's in this book, the illustrations that are in it are just so awesome. And I love writing. This is my second book. And yeah, man, it's cool being this author now. I'm enjoying it.
You love
Yeah.
the kids, though, bro.
I gotta love the kids, man. They our future.
Yes, right. That's beautiful, man.
Thank you, bro.
Congratulations with
Thank
that.
you. Thank you.
Kel Mitchell.
Yeah,
Just
available
say
now.
his name. Hey, get it.
Yeah.
Prank Day is out now. It's a comedy fantasy illustrated album for kids and adults. Because usually those things have lessons for adults.
Oh
Right.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's a message in there for kids too. The reason he's even going on a journey is because he's not being himself. And he's doing the pranks to impress a girl and all this different stuff like that. And then he finds out along the journey the way to figure out what's really going on is just to be yourself.
Be yourself.
Yeah, and that's the real thing.
I like
Yeah.
that. Okay,
Yeah.
so Heather B wanted to ask you this real tabloidish type question
It's
real
not
quick.
tabloidish. No, because
I'm
he
just
just
saying.
mentioned like the kids, and I know how it seems like you've been very careful about the roles you take on, and
Yeah.
like you think about the success. And shout out to 50 with Power
Oh, my
and all the
gosh.
different subsidiaries of it.
Word.
Would you just jump on and just completely go do something we've never sort of seen you in before?
Here's the thing. Yeah. I mean, my thing is like there was a time when I was just like, passing up certain roles and things like that. But then I started to go, what is the ultimate outcome of the character? What's the ultimate outcome of the story? everyone has trials and tribulations and ups and downs before they get through a breakthrough in their life. So if you're telling that within a story, tell that. You know what I mean? I wasn't always the man that you see before right now. You know what I mean? So everyone has a story. So what is the story? You know what I mean? And that's what's important to me. When you walk away going, wow, they had some adversity in that story. Yeah. They went through some things, but they triumphed. That's the thing that I look at. Instead of just going, nah. You know, you have to really, really look at that.
I love it.
You like that?
Yeah, because you're the guy. Every time you pop up in the project, people just naturally root for you. I don't know if you know that. And it would just be like dope. If I saw you in the, I'm like, oh, you know what I mean?
Well, look at these dudes in the room. Look, they've been staring at you like you a museum, like you a man.
They hung out because they heard you were coming.
That's
like
what's
you
up.
a wax figure, bro. Look.
That's what's up. That's family.
Say something, fella. Social.
Ask him a question.
What's up, man? That's family.
We grew up on them.
Man, come over here.
Somebody get on
Is
the
this
mic.
on? Is this on right here?
Come over here and say it on my mic so you can be on camera. So you can be on camera. You
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
These dudes just waiting and waiting. But
What's up, man?
while they waiting, go ahead, man. You want to say something?
No, I was just saying, like, everything you do is legendary. Like, from Good Burger, I used to watch it, and then I rewatch it now.
Get in that camera. Get in that camera. Legendary.
What's up, fam?
Because being a student of, like, videos, because I'm in video production, I'm a director, and I watch that stuff just to get, you know, concepts and ideas and just the laughter you bring and the joy. That's what I want to do in my media, is make sure I can, you know, make people laugh. That's what I feel like we lack now in a lot of new productions. So shout out to you, man, for just always leading the way, paving the way.
I appreciate that, fam.
That's love.
That's love, man.
That's Chris, right? The DJ Social.
I'm on the camera. There we go.
Hey, he's
looking at the
Now
camera.
you got to go around and get on the camera now.
Cam, listen. So, I just wanted to say, like, you know, it's right here. It's nostalgic just seeing you.
Oh no, that didn't work.
He said that anyway. There we go. There you go.
It's nostalgic. It's like we grew up on you. We were kids. You know what I mean? So it's like people understand what that means. When you were a kid, you was watching certain people on TV every day, all that. Kenan, Kel, Nickelodeon. I'm a Nick kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We wanted to be y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like I always wanted to act. I'm actually in a movie coming out.
That's
like,
what's up.
You didn't say that.
Congrats, bro. Congrats.
I know.
Movie, man.
It's called Alamanji.
Hey.
Alamanji.
Alamanji.
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah. I'm actually one of the lead roles in it, and that's one
Congrats,
of the
bro.
because I do a lot of videos and funny videos and stuff. But like, you know, I'll go back on YouTube, bro, just to feel like a kid again to watch Kenan and Kel and just, oh, there you go. And on Soda. If I still see On Soda, I still think about, you know, who loves On Soda.
Hey.
You know what I mean? So yeah, man, we appreciate you. Man.
I appreciate it,
So,
man.
Malachi,
No doubt.
you just want to say something, be on camera?
He said, what's cracking?
They done set it off, but nah. The one thing I did want to say is looking at, like, watching y'all coming up. Y'all was the first, like, black kids that I saw on television, like on TV with relatable content. You know what I'm saying? Relatable like stories and situations and stuff that we can laugh about. You know, we go back to school, be like, all right, you know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
So it was very impactful. You know what I'm
Thank you,
saying?
brother.
Wow.
I'm just sitting here listening to what you doing now, and I think it's dope.
Thank you,
He
fam.
got his
Pleasure,
own
man.
company
Pleasure,
now
man.
with Higher Creative. He got his own.
Sir.
company.
Hey, that's what's
Come
up.
on, man.
Congrats on that, man.
Yeah, so
All
it's
right.
inspiring,
That's what's up.
brother.
There you go,
Hey,
man.
that's
There you
what's
go,
up.
man. Was it important?
That's love, man.
Yeah, man. I just wanted you to sense that because you guys have such a broad appeal across the board, every facet of life. But I think it's special that you have young black men that you've inspired. And a lot of times when we going through this work process, we're not always cognizant of that. Were you and Kenan aware of that? Were y'all making sure that, man, we got a rep for the young black men as well as everybody else? But
I shout out to my parents for doing that. You know what I mean? They were definitely instrumental in letting me know that. You know, I grew up on the south side of Chicago.
okay.
You know what I mean? And so, you know, I've stayed in the church, but then, you know, I had friends that were on the up and up, and then I had friends that weren't. You know what I mean, as well. And so it was important for them to let me know, you know what I mean, of this blessing that is happening, but then also how I'm being represented. You know what I mean? And that was very important to them. And so I do see it. And then even getting, you know, as I grow, I don't like to say older, but I like to say seasoned. As
you evolve.
Evolved and get seasoned within his business. I hear stories like that from, you know, different people, you know, and family, because I call it family, you know what I mean? I hear that, which is dope. You know, one guy told me we were like the first, like, blurred you know, for them. You know what I mean? Like, you know, when you got out there and you could just, you know, totally be yourself, you know, on screen. And so it's always awesome to hear that, man.
How long did you grow up in South Side?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So were you confronted with a lot of the street, you know, energy that was going on?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, can you give me an example? Like,
best friend, you know, and here's the thing, because I love the city of Chicago, so shout out to the south side of Chicago.
Yeah.
A lot of beautiful people out there and creatives, and that do amazing things. And so I you know, I support a lot of the organizations. I support a lot of teachers out there. But yeah, you know, growing up out there, I had an uncle that was, you know, murdered when I was very young. My best friend was murdered at a very young age. And I saw a lot of that, you know, coming up.
Yeah.
And so even when I got on all that, it was a little different because my lifestyle was a little different of what I've, you know, what I've seen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so at first it was a thing where when I got on the show, I remember one story where, you know, my uncle that was murdered. I remember when I first got on the show, he was like, "Yo, you need a bodyguard?" You know what I mean? He's like, "You need a bodyguard?" And I was like, the show just started. You know what I mean? I was like, man, we ain't even on like that. I'm thinking like that's Michael Jackson or, you know, all these different people. Just to give y'all an aspect of what I was going through, you know, stuff like that. And so then later that summer, he was murdered, right? And my dad didn't know that, you know, as a young man, I held that for years because I felt like it was me. Like I went like, oh, if he was just with me, and he was the bodyguard, you know what I'm saying? But then later I realized like, no, he had a certain lifestyle that he was living and the things that he was doing. And that's why it's so important, you know, for people to talk, you know, as far as like with therapy. I always say therapy and Jesus because that's very important.
Combo.
Yeah, it's a combo because you never know what somebody's really going through. You know what I mean? And even when I was dealing with different things like that, I would have to get on stage and go, "Welcome to Good Burger, home to Good Burger. Can I take your order?" You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But what it showed me was to keep your joy even through certain circumstances and adversity. Like God always lets us know that, you know, we follow him, but there will be trouble, but he gets you through the trouble. That's the thing. It's the through is the important part. And so as I go through my journey and as I go through it, and I look at the journey that I've been on, and then I go like, wow, keeping peace through it all and learning from all these different aspects. A lot of people will go crazy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's it's really learning through it and not pointing fingers at other, you know what I'm saying? And things of that nature. Yeah.
Kel Mitchell, man. He's from the same place Little Dirk is from.
Yeah, man.
Lil
G
Bibby.
Herbo.
G Herbo.
Chance. Shout out to Chance.
Chance the rapper.
Yeah, man.
You know.
Yeah.
Taylor Bennett.
Taylor.
Big Mensa.
Common.
Common. Kanye.
Fan. I know them all, man. I know them all.
Did you know him coming up too?
Yeah.
Like, wow.
Yeah. I know
Really?
him. Common went to school with my sister. Luther South. I got to freestyle against Common when I was a kid.
Get the hell.
At Metro Music. Shout out to Metro Music out in Chicago. Kanye had me in an All Falls Down music video. He was like, "You from the Chi, you got to be in it." I was a bag carrier. In that. Yeah, man. Me and Chance, I was in, you know, Hot Shower music video because, you know, Chance was just like, man, I love Kenan and Kel, you know, all that. You know what I mean? So I love the city of Chicago. You know, I was a dancer, footwork. I mean,
You did footwork?
Oh, of course, yeah, yeah. And it's like for me, that's what. Shout out to ETA Creative Arts Foundation. That's the theater that I joined because my parents were like, "Yo, I see him. You know, I don't want him to go on the wrong path." So they put me in theater, and theater changed my life. When I was in theater, it was like that was a thing that made me go like, "Oh, this is what I need to be doing." So I always support the arts, you know, even out here in California and everywhere, Chicago, all over, because you know, kids learn differently. You know what I mean? And I think that's just such a beautiful thing to keep the arts within school. They were trying to take it out, but it's important to keep the arts in school. You know what I mean? And it changed my life. Yeah. So shout out to the city of Chicago, Southside.
Kel Mitchell.
I was going to ask you about your parents. Did they relocate? Because I think about parents who may live in a place now where they do have talented kids, you know, and don't know where to bring them. Did you guys just relocate out to California?
Well, here's the thing. When I started in theater, it was just supposed to be a positive outlet. You know, for me, it wasn't a thing. And my parents were like, "Oh, you about to get on TV," or nothing like that. They tried everything. You know what I mean? We went to science class, guitar, everything, and then karate. But what stuck was, they're like, "Let's put the boy in something." But what stuck was theater. You know what I mean? That was the thing that did it. And I remember going on auditions. Back then, it was just infomercials and stuff like that. In Chicago, you didn't really get like these crazy roles. But then all that came along. and that was a sketch comedy show for kids. And when I got the show and got on there, after being in theater for so long out in Chicago, when I got there, my mom was pregnant with my youngest sister. Shout out to Kyra, and and Kenyatta, because
you can't shout out
my sisters, right? So, but when that happened, my mom was pregnant. And she was like, okay, I'm going to be your momager, and we going out to Florida, and we going to make this thing happen.
Wow, so it was Florida.
Yeah,
okay.
and we did the show in Florida first for a few years, and then did it in L.A. But shout out to my mom for just saying, she was pregnant at the time, so she was off work. So she just, came with me.
Salute to that mom.
And the dad, too.
The dad, too.
Holding it down back at the crib.
I love it. DB, you got one for Kel?
Yeah.
Yeah, being that we've been talking about so much about like how it is being a child actor and people looking at you at a certain age, but we have a lot of young actors who listen to the show. We have a lot of parents of kids who they would like to be into the business, but I think a lot of people aren't prepared for that shift when you go from the commercially viable child actor, the cute little kid that they can put in TV series and movies, to becoming an adult and people not being ready to see, think of Miley Cyrus when she changed her whole image and went from like the cute Disney kid, Nickelodeon star and what have you, to like, wearing scantily clad clothing and everything like that. And people were like, whoa, wait a second. What happened to the cute kid with all, covered up and all that? So can you maybe speak on how to prepare yourself from going from a child actor where you have an image to becoming an adult where you would like people to kind of look at you as an adult?
It takes time. That had to happen to us too as well. There was a point where people couldn't just see us apart. Do you know what I mean? They were like, well, y'all Kenan and Kel. Do you know what I mean? So he was doing stuff and I was doing stuff. It's like, y'all just need to do this. And it was a thing of even when Ed and these different characters that I played, and then when I played different characters and I'm on different shows or I guest star on different shows, it was a thing of like at first where it's almost like, oh, okay, well, you're the Nickelodeon guy. I expected you to do something else or act like how you are as I see you. But for me, I always tell any actor, just keep going, and do those roles that are in your heart. Keep going for it. A lot of times that's it's like in our head. You know what I mean? Like the fuss, and a lot of frustration comes from, depression comes from a lot of frustration that's built inside that you don't get out. You know what I mean? Wow. And so it's very important for you to talk with your team and talk to get people to get it. Because it was like I had to talk to people on my team like, I want to do these type of roles. I went through a phase where I want to do this role, I want to do this role, I want to do these type of things. And then also, too, when I found, my love for God even more,
come on.
I realized that when certain doors shut, there's going to be another one that open. If there's a character, you have to realize there's a team. So what I started to do was I started to get direct. I started to write. I started being behind the camera so I could understand how this business works. And what I started to see was when I'm in an audition, it's been a whole pre-production process of who they're looking for and what they want. So when you step in that room, if you ain't that, you're not going to get that role, but that doesn't mean you're not good. Yeah. That just means that that's not the character that you're supposed to play. So you can continue and go on in your journey and go. Like I heard an actor say, I'm still a working actor. It's a 9 to 5 when I audition too as well. Yeah. So when you audition, that's your 9 to 5. You go in and feel like you're clocking in instead of you going into the audition like, I need this and everything riding on this. And when you feel that way and you don't get it, then your whole world can fall apart. And I have been there. So the thing about it is that you got to go in there with that joy and bring it in the room. And it's like, okay, cool. That's cool. I'm going to go get this other thing. And it does happen. Yeah.
Just this dude.
Facts, though.
He's different now. It ain't the same Kel that came up here 11 years ago, man. This dude.
But it's the lesson. He like that experience,
man. I'm
man.
about to follow this dude into the mountain. Where we going? I'm following you with a white sheet on, barefoot.
Put socks on, Sway.
With socks on?
Yeah.
It's a lot going on in his life, man, and it's a beautiful thing. All I didn't want for Christmas premieres Wednesday, December 7th. Get epic round of applause. Yeah. Okay, that's a new movie on VH1.
Yes,
baby.
I'm so excited about this role, man. I play an elf in this.
Okay,
right?
I see that.
And my I came festive with my red. But I play a character named Wolf, and I'm working with Gabby Sidibe. Let me say her name right. And then Gabby's amazing actress as well to be on set with her. And then Loretta Devine as well. But Gabby's character, she doesn't like Christmas because she's dealing with a lot of personal things in her life, that her job, her family, things that she hasn't dealt with in her life. And so when Christmas comes up, she doesn't celebrate it anymore. I play an elf that, I upset Santa. And the elves are like working at like Amazon type of deal. We don't have the ears and none of that stuff. And what happens is that I upset him, and he's like, well, you got to go to Earth and you got to help someone change their idea of Christmas and bring joy to them. And so it's a journey of me doing that for her. And it's such a fun story. Yeah. It's a different type of Christmas story as well. When you see it, you'll understand what I'm saying. And it's just, it's great. And I have natural hair in that too. So I'm an elf with locks. So shout out to all the locticians out there.
Man.
My black man.
Go ahead, Kel. Come on, man.
It's
Stop
awesome.
showing off.
I'm just saying, when I don't have my locks, nobody.
They ain't cast you. They wasn't cast. It wasn't ready back then.
You could have been. Yeah,
I was ahead of the game. They didn't cast me. I could have had this role, Kel.
It was different back then. They didn't know.
What's your the elf name?
Wolf.
Yeah, I'm a former wolf. This role would have been perfect for me.
Yeah, you didn't want to be his kind of wolf, though. He was doing the octagon.
That wasn't a Christmas
wolf.
wolf.
Right? That wasn't
That's kind of wolf right there. That's amazing, though, man. You light up when you talk about this movie.
Oh, it's fun, man. We had so much fun. We laughed the entire time.
Dope.
Gabby's improv is like ridiculous. Like in this, she's a beast in this too. So we just had a blast, man. It's a great movie.
Congratulations,
VH1,
man.
Yeah.
Now you did a book called Bless Mode.
I did.
Right? And now you have a song called Bless Mode.
Oh yeah. Featuring No Big Deal and Scooty Wop. I love CHH, Christian hip hop, know. And the thing about it is that I love to work out. I worked out this morning before I came here.
I noticed when I hugged you.
Meditating.
I felt out of shape. I just looked at myself. As soon as I hugged you, whatever, Kel. Don't be lying to me.
Belly gang in the building.
Don't be lying to me.
And so, like, and for me, man, it's like, getting in the right mindset, preparing for your day, with the Lord, your fitness, your spiritual, all that stuff. And so I was like, I need a soundtrack to that. And, I've been rapping for years, since I was a teen. And I was like, yo, let's put this record out. And it's been getting a lot of love. I'm excited about it.
Okay.
Bless Mode, man. Yeah.
Okay, we'll play it for you. Hold on. Let me get Mike Muse on the line real quick. Mike Muse is actually here, too. Mike Muse, what up, Mike Muse?
Yo, what up, everyone?
We got Mike Muse on the line. Mike.
I'm loving the conversation.
Okay, great, man. Mike and I were texting back and forth, and he was like, Sway, please don't play the song until he passes the test. Yo, Torch, you ready?
Oh, no. Okay.
What test?
Yes,
sir. What's the test? You ready? Yes, sir. 1 second.
No.
Sway.
Oh.
You put on thug music?
I know. I need something a little faster. Play that.
Okay, what you need?
Play that what you was playing earlier. You know what I mean? With Jay and Kanye. Y'all got that?
Yeah. Paris.
It's
in Paris. Okay, we'll play this. We'll play that. You got that, Torch?
So, what are we doing though? What is happening?
I'm
just playing.
I'm explaining it to you.
What is happening?
But Mike, ask him a question while we're waiting on what's happening. Go ahead.
Yeah. Y'all ain't right.
Who's your favorite Christian rapper out there right now?
KB.
KB?
Shout out to KB.
KB been at it for a minute.
KB's a beast. Yeah, man, he's a beast. Definitely shout out to KB. Good friend of mine. No Big Deal. You know what I mean? Scooty Wop. Yeah, man. The whole indie tribe. Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah, I was going to put him to the test, HB. You don't think I should? Oh, you hear that?
Yo, I think it's a hyena thing or something like that.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Y'all talking wolves, hyenas, the whole kingdom this morning.
Yo, we got a hyena up in here.
I'm not going to do it. Should I do it his head? I don't know. Blooded. All right. Oh, why you gonna do this to me, Sway?
Kel Mitchell, Sway in the morning.
Let's go.
I ain't giving up, built tough. Can't stop, won't stop, puff. I'll stop looking down at the ground like my white forces just got scuffed. I cleaned up, trying to tug, and that sin gave me a muffin top. Now I'm standing up on the mountaintop. Yelling out Jehovah Sabah. My God fight for me. My God fight for me. Enemy, you can't see, you can't hear what the Holy Spirit told me in my ear. Let me make it clear. My faith get active. Your haters gonna say what happened. That sin they win. I knew you was capping. I knew you was capping. My angels be scrapping. My angels be scrapping. Boy, you be napping. Should I keep going? Should I keep going?
Keep flowing. Kel Mitchell, you got it for part two. Part two. Let's get it.
Part two? Okay, wait. Y'all change it.
Throw that back on. Throw that back
Throw the beat on me. Throw another beat on me. Throw another beat.
Throw another beat.
Man, Torchlight, just go a cappella. You're doing too much.
Let's go a cappella.
You go a cappella, John. Get to make the vocals right. You
Are we
ready?
going a cappella?
Let's go a cappella.
Oh, Acapulco.
Oh,
Okay.
Let's hear
But
these
you
bars.
got fired up over that though. That was hot.
I did. Okay, let's do a
See the
sing along
bars.
because I'm all about affirmations.
Okay.
Let's do it out. When I say when I point to y'all,
Okay.
I want y'all to say blessings don't get blocked.
Blessings don't get blocked. Blessings don't get
Yeah.
blocked. Okay, Jimmy.
Persevere when life get hard. Blessings won't get blocked. Persevere when life get hard.
Blessings won't get blocked.
Persevere when life get hard.
Blessings won't get blocked.
Oh, you see, I made it happen. My God made it happen. Wrong side of town, but they send me an invite. Look at me now. I'm righteous and feel right. They're by the reason they spotlight. They're by the reason they spotlight. But this light he gave me, stay bright to eternity. I can see so clearly, like Mike and that Billie Jean. Woo! Light up my pathway. A ride to the party. When I pull up, they know me. Ow! I will not stall. I will not pause. I've evolved. I will not beg. I will not crawl. I've evolved. I get it. While others, they quit it. I stay committed. I say, look, get it. Persevere when life get hard.
Blessings won't get blocked.
Persevere when life get hard.
Blessings won't get blocked.
Oh, you see, I made it happen. My God made it happen. Hey. Spirit on display. Trust me, now we straight. Hey. Spirit on display. Trust me, now we straight. Hey. Spirit on display. Trust me, now we straight. Hey. Hater, you so fake. See your corny ways. Hey.
Give it up for my man, Kel Mitchell.
He came in here fired up, baby. I love it. Let's get it.
We got a hyena up in here.
Wow.
Whoa,
Wow.
man.
Don't block your persevere, y'all. Don't block your blessings.
God. I love this guy, man. I love this guy.
Blessings won't get blocked.
Hey.
Blessings won't get blocked.
Hey, all day.
Man, Pick Up Prank Day is out now.
Yes.
What else, man? Make sure you watch All I Didn't Want for Christmas.
Yeah.
25th anniversary of Good Burger.
Yeah.
Jeez,
Go
man.
get you some orange chicken at Panda Express.
Panda Express.
Yeah, the new Beyond Orange Chicken.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
like
you're the spokesperson.
Yeah, I'm like for the orange chicken.
We getting free chicken.
We getting
It's
free
free
chicken
now?
Well, he said
We getting free
Beyond.
orange
Is it
chicken.
vegan? Yes, it's
Beyond
vegan.
Orange Chicken.
Yup.
Yeah. I'm doing that, so I'm excited.
Good Burger,
about
that's
that too,
all cool.
as
So
well.
all that.
Yeah.
But you get free chicken now.
Free orange chicken.
There you go.
Pray.com. Check that out too. I wanted to shout Pray.com out. That's like the calm app.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
yes. I love
it's for
Pray.com.
believers. I partnered up with them.
Dope.
You can hear me do the Sermon on the Mount and put people to sleep with God's word. You know what I mean? Because I see a
Amen.
lot of things going on that people are dealing with, and I feel like if you can let go and just listen to the word of God and go to sleep peaceful and wake up ready for your day. Shout out to Pray.com. That's I partnered up with them too as well.
Man, you doing? Hey, man.
Love y'all, man.
Truly blessed.
Love
Yo, we
you.
love you, man. Kel
Yeah.
Mitchell, he been coming here since our first year.
Come on,
Yeah.
Sway.
And we got more years ahead of us, and you are an inspiration. You're a class act, brother.
Yeah.
Thank you, fam.
You've always been that.
Yes.
Okay, so we appreciate you, and I'm glad the world is recognizing your gifts because we need them. All right, and then them bars are okay, man. We got to bring this dude back, HB, and put him in the 5 fingers of life. Kel Mitchell, this is Bless Mode. We're going to come back with Mike Muse and political news. Thank you, brother. Anything you want to say on the way out?
Thank you. Oh, y'all playing Bless Mode?
Let's do it.
Oh, let's go. This is me featuring No Big Deal and Scooty Wop.